Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm going to be doing my favorite characters in terms of like kit, gameplay, and obviously my bias aside, or with my bias inputs, my favorite characters in general of the top 10 of 2023. Now, I'm not going to be counting Toshiro, Kaname, or Sajin, but just so you know, I don't think either of them are going to make it anyways, so keep that in mind. I'm not going to be counting the end of year characters, obviously, because I haven't used them yet. I feel like Ichigo probably would make it, to be honest. Just like, literally just looking at him, I feel like he probably would. But let me know down below at least your top 3 favorite characters of the entire year. Curious, like, obviously, they don't have to be the best characters, just your favorite characters, your favorite gameplay-wise. Maybe you just want the best broken characters, so it could be the best broken characters. Obviously, it's up to you. It's your personal preference. But, yeah, if you guys enjoyed, by the way, hit the like button and subscribe. Show me face cam today, because I'm not dying. Yeah, on the road to 2K subs, and very, very close, to be honest. So thank you guys for the support. And yeah, hopefully we should have gotten the banner by the time this video uploads. So hopefully the fillers aren't that bad. Very curious to see what we get. But now it might move around, but from the beginning, from 2023, it was the Renji and Ichigo banner, all the way up to the Yachiru, Neliel, Grimjow banner. So keep that in mind. This is just every single character that I have downloaded, and I just threw them all into one tier list. So yeah, let's just try to figure out how this is gonna go, because I haven't played this at like all. So I mean, I guess I'll just start off with one of my favorites, and it's gonna be 8th anniversary Ichigo. I don't think he's my favorite. I think he's like top 2 to 3 right now. I absolutely love the character. If he had SP boost, probably would have been number 1, and maybe if he was a bit faster. He feels a bit stiff to play with. Like if you try him out, he just feels a bit stiff, you know, like his movements is as fluid. Probably up there. All right, and now another like very broken character that I think people are probably gonna have fairly high up, considering just how much usage they've probably gotten out of him, because he is an insane DPS. He's an amazing farmer. Tense Zangetsu. I don't like him as much, because there's probably another character, like obviously I might end up bumping him out, honestly. I don't even know how many characters are probably gonna be up here, because I do have a lot of characters that I genuinely really enjoy this year. Like, there are a lot of characters that are like, wow, I love this character, I love the design, I love the gameplay, I love how useful they are in the game, you know. So yeah, probably he's up there. Maybe he'll bump down, though. We'll have to see. Now another one of my absolute favorites when they first dropped, and honestly still to this day, Macy, bro. I love Macy. In G2, she cooks. Mine's only 2 out of 5, and she's still like, I would love the 5-5 one day, but bro, I don't want to pull more Balgos. Rip him off that banner, please. Rip him off the banner, please. All right, and now we have Artwork Ichigo. I only have him 1 out of 5, so he feels a bit iffy for me right now. But you know, maybe I'll end up liking him a bit more once I pull more dupes. But right now, he's a really good character to play with. Yet again, though, just like the exact other Ichigo, their SA1 just sucks. The same thing with 7th anniversary Ichigo. I didn't like his SA1, but at least these characters just have more DPS, and they have a better strong attack kit, and I mean, both of them have drain, so if they suck and they get hit, well, hey, these two can drain, so it's fine. I'm chilling. Alright, now I know that there's only said 2 to 3, but Yachiru's probably going to be fighting for top 3. Like, she's just a broken character. She's really fun. She's one of my favorite characters in Bleach. I love the Kenpachi versus Unohana fight. So, you know, it would make sense. Kind of hope we get a 1,000 battle with Kenpachi soon. I love I just love Kenpachi. It's been almost 2 years since we've gotten a Kenpachi. So, hey, Caleb, come on now. Cook. It doesn't have to be 1,000 in Blood War, to be honest. I would just love a new Kenpachi. Alright, so another character, one of my favorites, is Rukia. Absolutely love this character. I'm probably just going to end up putting them all in the middle and then sorting them that way. I'll pick my top 10 and then I'll sort them. And then I also added an honorable mention list, because as I look through here, I'm like, oh, I really like this character, but they're not like top 10. They're really close. So, you know, I want to give some shout outs to some of those characters that I think are really cool, really sick, really unique design, or just I really like the character, but I'm just not top 10 worthy to me personally, you know? Alright, so the other two, in my opinion, I mean, realistically, all 3 of these swimsuit characters, I absolutely love. I love using them. The only downside about Mila Rose is the fact that now she is just immediately replaced because of Tensa and Senjumaru. So it's like, I don't think she would be a top 10. Like, I love her design. I think this design is more attractive than Senjumaru, but her gameplay just isn't as good. So You know, it's unfortunate. She doesn't have as much DPS as well. She's not as fast as well. Like, Senjumaru is immune. She does so much damage. She's so fast. So I think she would probably be an honorable mention. Raruka is my favorite power farmer, besides my 8th anniversary Ichigo, which I just used to auto IT. She is my power link slot farmer, or I just use Ichigo and just auto it in the background and just don't pay attention to it. I get way less potions, but I would rather just auto it at this point and then don't have to worry about anything. So yeah, these two are my favorite characters for potions. Like Rangaku, I don't use an IZ, but I play her in IT because I can't auto IT with anyone unless I have people who actually play the game, and I use like 6th anniversary Aizen or Quillgeet or something. So I think she's my favorite heart character in the game at the moment. Like, genuinely, I think she's like probably my favorite heart character in the entire game for 2023. Like, honorable mention is Bruno. I love Bruno, but oh my god, his gauge is so finicky. I don't think I'm going to put a gauge character in top 10. I think Ichibei would also be a top, like an honorable mention. I love him, but the gauge is so annoying to deal with. I'd prefer just fast characters. Like, they both look sick. Like, their art, 10 out of 10. I love their art, but the gauge, it's just so finicky. I'm not a fan of gauge characters. I think I'm not going to summon for gauge characters anymore. Like, realistically, unless they're like... Yoruichi is going to be a gauge character. I'm going to hate my life and I'll end up summoning anyways, but the gauge is just a bit annoying, you know? Alright, so because of Senjumaru, I'm kicking Tenso down to honorable mention just because she's a better version of him and she's immune and she does more damage. And she's hotter. She's hot, and I like her design more. What can I say? I like her. Now, obviously, there's a bit downside because, you know, she's limited. I don't care. This is my personal take. I know people are probably going to be like, oh, but she's so much... I like Senjumaru more. Fight me. Alright, I'm going to be adding White. I think he's my favorite main character in the game. I love Baogo. Like, honestly, okay, honorable mention, Baogoat. It's just that I know that without him being 5'5", I don't think I would like him nearly as much. Mine is 5'5" maximum standard. I've never used a 1 out of 5 up until recently, and I do definitely feel the difference. So that's why I think he's just honorable mention. I still prefer him over Ikaku. Like, realistically, he has Drain, he has Weakening, Ikaku doesn't, and if he had the 100% extra damage to non-afflicted element enemies, I think I probably would have liked Ikaku way more, but except for his design and his animations, he looks sick. Like, Ikaku looks fire. I don't care. The only other thing is I don't like his SA1, so I definitely prefer Baogo more. But he just doesn't proc his SP boost enough. The Guild Quest week really showed that. The Human or Quincy Guild week, the ranged one, I believe that's the one he's for. It's just rough. It's just rough. Even with Maximum Ascendant. So I'm going to put White up. He's my favorite main character in the entire game right now. Maybe Yuha will surpass him. I kind of hope he does. Just because I think it'd be really cool for end of year. You know, 2 broken characters. I think Orihime is going to be the best Brave Battle character. But it's for Brave Battle, so I'm not going to rank her as high. Like, I don't think she would outperform my favorite technique character like Quincy Ichigo or... Yeah, I guess the only other technique character that I think that I would genuinely like say I think would be above her is Bambietta and Gin. Like, I know Gin's not like the best character, but he's really good when he has his affiliation or his killer, and he's really fast. He's really fun. She's a Brave Battle character. She's a Nag character, so it's like I just don't think I would like her gameplay outside of Brave Battles. Obviously, in Brave Battles she's probably gonna cook. I love her. I love her art. Prefer that artwork, to be honest. All right, so I think I added my final honorable mention. It's kind of unfortunate. I just don't like Asna at all. Outside of his art, like other than his art, I don't like the character. Like his strong attacks just feel awful. His shield, it's unfortunate. So I'm putting Quillgeet. I don't think this is the final list, by the way. I just put him on the top 10. He's really good. He's really broken. And honestly, the fact that we got a Quillgeet game for end of month, I think is really good. He's still probably going to be the best character in the entire game. Maybe Unohana, you can fight that. I don't care. They're both very broken, and he also has Drain, so that's very nice. For me personally as well, I need my Drain. I'm very bad at the game, so I definitely need a good old Drain in my life. But yeah, this is probably my top 10 favorite character of the year. I would love to know yours, but honorable mentions obviously, so let me just go around and kind of order this. I'll save the best for last place. Alright, I feel like this is my top 10. I'll go from bottom and then I'll place my favorite one at the very top. But Ruruka, I love her gameplay. She's really fun. I use her in Epic Ridge. I use her in IZ. Can't really use her anywhere else, obviously, because she's a farmer. So it's like, but I really like Ruruka. I liked her from the Fullbring arc. She was like the only other Fullbringer that actually was like interesting. I didn't like her for Jackie. I didn't care for the watch guy. Yukio, he was like whatever. But I love Ginjo, love Tsukishima, and Ruruka. Those are probably the only three that actually had like any screen time, to be honest, in the anime. I love all three of those. Kurogi, just an insane broken character. I love that he's in the game. Just, you know, wish he had 2 killers. Like, top 10 though. Like bro, these are like literally like almost main characters, and then there's Macy that is just like probably one of my favorite kits in the entire game. I love the visuals, love everything about her. She's just so much fun. So, the only problem about Rukia is her SA2. It just kind of kills it. It's a heal card. It has no status elements. It's really annoying. I thought she would be higher, but I had to move her down a little bit, unfortunately. I'll go over the honorable mentions, like Bambi. Like, I wish she wasn't this low, but Very Hard Guild Quest just killed her for me. White, just the best mine character in the entire game up until maybe Yuha drops. And I love him. He's really fast. His strong attacks are fun. They're unique, too. Or at least unique to me, I guess. I haven't really seen many with like a double lunge. He's just really fast. He does a lot of damage. Obviously, Bombardment is kind of like irrelevant. It's still good, but Very Hard Guild Quest kills that. But he can nuke through any T-Wave, even at just 1 out of 5. So it's really nice, especially for like the final boss room. Artwork Ichigo, or Quincy Ichigo. Sorry, remake Quincy Ichigo. I literally just skipped over Rangiku, so let's go back to her. Rangiku, just a really fun character. She does so much DPS. She's literally just Tensa Zangetsu, but for the hard attribute, which is why I think I'm having her over Quilgi. Quilgi is amazing and whatnot, but Rangiku, one of my favorite. Just, if you look at the art, you understand. But the only thing I don't like is one of her strong attacks. I think it's a SA1. When she does her attack, she sits in her chair, and it looks like she teleports to a different part of the screen for some reason. I don't know why they did that. She should just drop in the chair below her, and then you're like, okay, that's where she is. It's just kind of annoying. It's like my only gripe with her, really. But she's broken. She's so good. I love the swimsuit character. I think all 3 of them are just like a 9 out of 10, to be honest. I think Rangiku is the only 10 out of 10 one. Quincy Ichigo, love him. He's really good. A bit slow. I can't remember if he has long shot. I don't think he has long shot. I think you have to give it to him. But that's not like the reason. He has no status immunity, and I'm really bad at dodging the status immunity. So just for me personally, I have him a bit lower. That's literally about it. And his SA1, just don't like that SA1. It just doesn't feel that great. Love him that he has Drain, he has Weakening, really good strong attacks other than his SA1. And also looks fire. Like that Soul Bomb is goddamn. White, obviously, best mine character in the entire game. Senjumaru, super fast, super broken, just absolutely insane. I love her visuals. The only thing obviously is, oh, she's not Bankai Senjumaru. I don't care. She's really cool. I like Senjumaru in general. I didn't need the Bankai for her to be sick. I liked her until she got shot in the head, and I was like, oh, damn, she's dead. And then, nope, they went Bankai, so that was really sick. Now for the top 3. I really wanted to put Macy above Ichigo. I did. But I still think he's better. Macy's just so much fun, though. She has the recharge as well, especially for like Limit Breaker or just going through any kind of IT. She's really good. She got double status limit, Weakening, and Paralysis, so you can just stun everything. Her visuals are just beautiful as well. Love her Soul Bomb, and honestly, just Macy, probably the most attractive character in here in terms of the top 10, to me personally. These 2 might be fighting for it. I think these 2 are a bit below it, just because, you know, it's a bit of a different taste. I still find them very attractive, but, you know. Ichigo is just an insane. If he had SP boost, close to 80%, I think he honestly might be better, or more of my cup of tea in terms of gameplay over Unahane, because I can just give him Long Strike, because there's like, what else did I give him at that point? But honestly, I think she's just number 1. She's just absolutely broken. She's insane. Her damage output, her speed, she's really fluid. She has insane recharge. Especially if you have Retsu on the team. Macy on the team, because of the speed, 20% recharge per room you go through. She's just broken. That's about it. Like, she also looks super satisfying. I love all of her strong attacks. Her Soul Bomb is also really cool. And like her art, like her base like background art is just really cool. Also the banner is really pog, really epic. But yeah, honorable mentions, Bambietta, really good, really fun. I wish she had double status elements, you know, double killer, like only Captain Killer is really a downputter. Love Bambietta though, really good character. It's just that if we only kept hard Go Quest, hard Go Quest, she probably would have been up higher, but it's just unfortunate that they made very hard Go Quest, and then you can't nuke through with the bombardment and whatnot, so since she only got one killer, it was like, it's so unfortunate, and she only has burn as well. Like, she should have gotten at least double status elements or something, you know, like maybe weakening and burn, or weakening and drain, weakening and lash rate, I guess, I don't know, something, just something. Tensei Getsu, literally just because I think Senjumaru cucks him in a way, is why he's an honorable mention. I don't want to have two speed farmers on one list, you know, I wouldn't really make sense, you know, to me. Bruno, I already went through it, the gauge. Mila Rose, like, she'd be like right here, to be honest, she'd be like right here. Ichibe, I love him. He's really fast. He's really fluid. But the gauge is just kind of annoying to keep up with. If he had actual Rampage, he'd probably be like way up here or something. All of his strong attacks are really good. Except his SA1 is kind of small. I think it's like the exact same SA1 as Balgo. But it's not that big of a deal. But, you know, it's just my personal opinion. I'm not talking about overall skill in the game. Like, I think he's still like at least top 2 best technique in the entire game. But that's just my take on it. And then Balgo, he's my favorite mind character to farm with, especially now. I did a multi on the pulse selections, and I actually pulled the Akia, so you know, that was pretty sick. I guess Yama I could have put as an honorable mention, but he's a Brave Battle character, so nah. But yeah, let me know down below. Let me know down below what are your favorite top 10 characters, top 5, top 3, whatever you want to do. Doesn't really matter to me. Would love to hear your guys' thoughts. This is not me going over power, by the way, like who's the best character in the game. No, that plays a role in my ranking. But overall, this is like how much I like the character, their gameplay, their art, and then their, you know, their actual like overall like advantages or skills in the game. That's just me though. That's just me. But take care. Hope you guys enjoy, and peace out.